In all of recorded history, over 340 people have died attempting to reach or return from the summit of Mount Everest. On average, 3 to 4 climbers die there every year. In 2024, a total of 11 climbers lost their lives on Mount Everest. While climbing Everest is a challenging and rewarding experience, it also comes with significant risks. Factors such as altitude sickness, avalanches, and extreme weather conditions can contribute to the dangers of climbing the world's tallest peak. It is a stark reminder of the risks that climbers face when attempting to conquer Everest. So, what motivates those who go there to meet certain death every year? Viewer discretion is advised. Mount Everest has claimed the lives of over 300 climbers since the first ascent in 1953, but in 2024 it will turn into over 340. The fatality rate on Mount Everest is around 4%, making it one of the most dangerous mountains to climb. Factors contributing to the high fatality rate include extreme weather conditions, avalanches, and altitude sickness. Every year, hundreds of climbers from around the world are drawn to the challenge of summiting the world's tallest peak, Mount Everest. The allure of conquering such a formidable and iconic mountain serves as a powerful motivator for these adventurers. For some, it is the thrill of pushing their physical and mental limits to the extreme that drives them to attempt the climb. Others are motivated by the sense of achievement and accomplishment that comes with reaching the summit of Mount Everest. Despite the dangers and risk involved, the desire to stand atop the highest point on Earth is a powerful driving force for many. It is this relentless pursuit of personal goals and dreams that fuels the determination of those who choose to take on the ultimate challenge of climbing Mount Everest. Daniel Paul Patterson, a 40-year-old British climber, went missing near the Hillary Step on Mount Everest during his descent on May 22, 2024. He had successfully reached the summit while climbing with 8K expeditions. Tragically, he and his climbing partner, 23-year-old Pastenji Sherpa, were last seen descending when they encountered difficulties, likely compounded by harsh conditions and exhaustion. The incident is part of a broader issue of risks on Everest, including severe weather, overcrowding, and the physical challenges of high-altitude mountaineering. Their disappearance highlights the unpredictable nature of climbing the world's highest peak. Cheruiyot Kirui, a 40-year-old Kenyan climber, tragically died above the Hillary Step on Mount Everest on May 22, 2024. He was part of an expedition with 7 summits treks and was climbing without supplemental oxygen, a decision that significantly increased the risk involved. His death occurred during his descent after summiting the peak. Climbing without supplemental oxygen is particularly dangerous at such extreme altitudes due to hypoxia, extreme exhaustion, and the difficulty of recovery in the so-called death zone above 8,000 meters. Kirui's passing underscores the challenges and dangers climbers face on the world's tallest mountain. Banshi Lal, a 46-year-old Indian climber, died on May 21, 2024, after being airlifted from Mount Everest due to acute mountain sickness, AMS. He was evacuated to a hospital in Kathmandu, but succumbed to his condition shortly after. AMS is a common and serious risk on high-altitude climbs, characterized by symptoms such as headaches, nausea, and confusion, and it can escalate to life-threatening complications if not treated promptly. Lal's death highlights the dangers of climbing at extreme altitudes, where physiological stress and unpredictable weather add significant risk factors. Overcrowding on Everest this season has further complicated rescue efforts and safe navigation. Usuk Jargal Sedendamba, a 53-year-old climber from Mongolia, died on May 13, 2024, after summiting Mount Everest. He passed away on the southeast ridge during his descent. He was part of an expedition organized by 8K expeditions. Exhaustion, coupled with the harsh conditions at high altitude, likely contributed to his death. High-altitude mountaineering on Everest carries inherent risks such as hypoxia, extreme fatigue, and unpredictable weather, especially during descents when climbers are physically and mentally drained. His tragic death serves as a sobering reminder of these challenges. Overcrowding continues to exacerbate risks as climbers navigate long queues and narrow weather windows. The death toll this year is lower than in 2023, but concerns about safety and sustainability persist due to the growing number of climbers attempting the peak. If you'd like detailed accounts of specific incidents or safety measures discussed in response to these tragedies, feel free to ask.